It is with regret that we announce the passing of Claudius Denbow, also known as Denbow, of Larissus, VA4, who passed away on Sunday, September 20th, 2020, at the St. Jude Hospital. He was 59 years old and was the proprietor of Denbow Radiators. Left to mourn his loving wife and caregiver, Cynthia Kistner of Larissus, VA4. Mother Rosanna Abraham of Lacroix Chabot, Babonneau. Sons Jermaine Denbow of Marigot Castries, Andy Kistner of Choiseul. Daughters Chelsea Rambali of Mondador Castries, Anne Duncan of New York, Renata Kistner, teacher of Plainview Combined School in Larissus, VA4. Grandchildren Javis Rambali of Mondador, Jaren Kistner of Larissus, VA4, Tevin Evans and Rianne Duncan of New York, Rudy Kistner of Choiseul. Brothers Emmanuel, Abraham, and Samson Denbow of Lacroix Chabot. Sisters Julietta and Prisca Abraham of Mondador, Muriel and Hilda Abraham of Lacroix Chabot. Uncles Daniel Denbow, also known as Fafa, and his wife Helcodina Denbow, also known as Alico, of Mondador. Aunts Rosella Denbow Romulus, also known as Rosie, of Mondador. Margarita Richlow and Helena Denbow, also known as Dodou, both of St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Anne Vallas and family of the USA. Vendora and family of Gara Babonneau. Maria Joseph, also known as Auntie Rose, of Bois de Wache. Cousins Oricia Denbow Bullen and husband Henderson Bullen of VA4. Francis Denbow and his family of Babonneau. Tekla Denbow of Mondador. Danny Denbow and Ernest Richlow of St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Winner Celine and Malcolm Richlow and their families, all of the USA. Anne-Marie Bissett and family of Gara. Mrs. Sandra Casabo and her husband Jesse Casabo of Connecticut. Calixtus Ephraim of Connecticut. Sophia Henry and Richard Ephraim of Castries. Lorraine Mittel and Sharon Ephraim of Castries. Sonia Jennings of Texas. Magdalena Florius of Gara. George Henry of Florida. Many nieces and nephews. Brother-in-law Brian Matre, also known as Gramax, and his wife Lucretia Matre and family of Larissus, VA4. Sisters-in-law Tita Matre, Augusta James and family. Catherine John and family, all of Larissus, VA4. Alma and Mervyn John of St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Bernice Palton and family of Baytown, Texas. Other in-laws Randy Duncan and Bianca Lachman of New York. Lisette Epiphane of Choiseul. Milan Philippe of Babonneau. Friends the Honorable Alan and Raquel Chasney, Mr. Chasney Sr. and family. The Honorable Stevenson King, Mr. and Mrs. Brian Daher and family of VA4, Mr. Omar Davis and family of VA4, Mr. and Mrs. Hamlet Charles of VA4, Mr. Moses Medrick and family of VA4, Mr. Elridge Stevens of VA4, Mr. Ron Stevens and family of VA4, Mr. Hermangild Francis and family of VA4, Mr. Orville Lieberd and family of VA4, Mr. Nigel Eudoxy and family of Vieux-Fort, Mr. and Mrs. Oban Mondesi and family of Vieux-Fort, Mr. Douglas O'Brien of Vieux-Fort, Mr. and Mrs. Gillan Joseph of Pierrot, Mrs. Bernardine Joseph and family of Pierrot, Mr. and Mrs. Percy Dolaw and family of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, Mrs. Florence Monroe of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, Mr. Marius Ambrose, also known as Dika of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Matre of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, Mr. Curtis William of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, Virgie and family of Cedar Heights, Vieux-Fort, the Rambali family of Bexor, WSCC 126 Aldonza, attached to Vieux-Fort Police Station, Marvell of de Giselle, the James family of Vieux-Fort, Mr. and Mrs. Dwight Lay of Vieux-Fort, Miss Alice Gabriel of Cedar Heights, Mr. and Mrs. Cho of Grenada, Mr. and Mrs. Lincoln Pascal of New York, Anderson Lake and the Lake family of Mondoudou, Alan Bousquet Jr. of Mondoudou, Cyrus Eugene of Bobonneau, Hilary Laforce and family of Mondoudou, Henderson Shorey of Castries, Winston Bastier, also known as Babas of Opico, Mr. Delroy Corbin of Cantonment, Miss Jean Duncan of New York, Mr. Stephen John, also known as Bone of Diamond, Paula Jean-Baptiste of Diamond, Sharon Evans of Up the Mon, The Boys on the Block by Dembow's Bar of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, employees of Denbow Radiators in Vieux-Fort and La Clery, his neighbors of Larissus-Vieux-Fort. Other relatives: the Denbow family of Gara, Castries, Vieux-Fort, and the UK, Antoine and Arthur of Lacroix Chabot, the Popo family of Bobonneau, the Billy family of St. Lucia and the USA, the Henry family of Gara, Mondoudou and the USA, the Matre family of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, the Collymore family of Grace and Auger, the Jeremy family of Larissus-Vieux-Fort, the Rubin family of Diamond-Vieux-Fort, doctors of the St. Jude Hospital, Lazarus and Rambali's funeral parlor, many, many other relatives and friends both here and abroad. The funeral service of the late Claudius Denbow, also known as Denbow, will be held at Our Lady of the Assumption Catholic Church, Vieux-Fort, on Wednesday, October 14th, 2020, at 3 p.m. His body will be interred at the Michael O'Brien Private Cemetery, Latonnais, Vieux-Fort. His body now lies at Rambali's funeral parlor, Latonnais, Vieux-Fort. May his soul rest in peace.